It's Imola. It's 3 hours. It's go. It's a good start by Weerts. It's not a great start by Christopher Mies, who slots in behind him, and that opens the door possibly for Raffaele Marciello on the outside line as they go storming up towards Tamburello for the first time. Weerts leads. Mies goes second. Marciello third. And then hold your breath. Can they all get through? So far, so good. No yellow flags evident on the timing screen as Weerts goes left, goes right, tries to not only get warmth in tyres but also break any slipstream effect from Christopher Mies and also try to out-psych him at the same time. Audi 1, Audi 2.
Yeah, that was Charles Weerts trying to get temperature into his tyres. The only way he can do it on this opening lap is to do that little bit of weaving. It's not something that's normally acceptable, but in these conditions with the very cool temperatures, he needs that temperature as quickly as possible.
Up the hill out of Tosa for the first time then. Mercedes and Raffaele Marciello runs third then, fourth Christopher Hauser, and then in fifth spot Christian Klein in the leading McLaren to the outside line there. Look, goes number 54 Porsche, so Klaus Bachler gains ground on the outside as they drop down towards Acqua Minerale for the first time on asking. Now, of course, the BOP is such that all the cars are very evenly matched. It means that overtaking ain't that easy on occasions. You've got to be really brave. The next corner, the Variante Alta, again, not the easiest place to overtake. Look at the weaving that's going on. You think it was the warming up lap, far from it. It's a racing lap, and yet people are still on a cold day in Italy trying to get warmth in the tyres.
Well, this is a brand new Pirelli tyre, and people are saying that in these cold conditions, and up and uphill, you can see what's happened Variante Alta. People have just been force wide. That's normal in the opening lap, but nevertheless, a lot being looked on favourably once the field begins to settle down as they run down into Ravazza, and the race leader is already away out of the exit of Ravazza too.
An effort made on the inside there. Look, number 19, that was Giacomo Altue going through. Picks up a place. Leaders come over the line then. So, one lap in the book. Charles Weerts leads. And you know what? We got through that without any yellows. That's a good job done by everybody. Into the pits has come Louis Maciels. That is Patrick Krupinski off the road. And Sarah Bovi walking away from that battered Ferrari. So I did speak too soon about my yellows. It was Krupinski going off there. That's done for him. But earlier around the corner, I fear he may have got together with the Ferrari. Set to go racing. And with the first 12 minutes or so just about done, we go green once more. Weerts gets a good restart.
Green flag.
Pounds it out of Ravazza up towards the line. It is go, go, go. It is Audi's first and second. It is Weerts versus Mies. Marciello third in the Mercedes. Christopher Hauser runs fourth. Christian Klein fifth in the McLaren. Nicky Team sixth for Aston Martin.
Yeah, Charles Weerts used the opportunity at the earliest chance to get hard on the throttle, catching marginally Chris Mies by surprise, but behind Raffaele Marciello a little bit further back from the rear of the Audi. Well, he'll not be too worried about it. It's a long way to go in his stage. Bachler looks like he's got enough momentum to make Mauro Engel think about what do I do when I come down to Tamburello. I'm going to have to go defensive. And likewise, the Aston Martin Nicky Team doing the very same thing with Christian Klein. Aston looks to go up the inside. Can he get alongside? Yes, he does. Nice clean pass by the Dane. On the outside, coming into Ravazza, that's the second of the BMW. Loses the place, and that was a sort of almost like a schoolboy error.
The classes are being led by the Gold Cup number 10, Adam Atiki, a little bit further back, going nicely. And that was the leader getting it wrong. Charles Weerts coming out of the Villeneuve chicane, rattled it across the gravel, and he has gift-wrapped the lead and given it to Christopher Mies.
Well, Christopher Mies certainly did not need to ask twice on that one. And, well, let's have a look and see. Just too hot, caught the gravel, dragged the car across the grass. And Christopher Mies says, thank you very much. That's the easiest pass I'm going to have all afternoon. There's the lead going through again. So the gap is down to 1.9 seconds. Was that a bit of bodywork on the track? Or was that the Aston Martin gets alongside and takes it away from Christopher Hauser?
So Nicky Team goes through, goes fourth. That car's getting stronger and stronger as the stint goes on, and this was it. Side by side up towards the timing line. There was a big whack between them.
Yes, that's I saw the bodywork flying. I didn't see the contact initially, but that was what caused the bodywork to fly.
Drama for Hugo Valente. Dust settling as he been off the road coming out of the Villeneuve chicane.
Yeah, he ran right again on the exit of the chicane. We didn't see it happen, but we saw the consequence of the dust up in the air. So up the hill we go, and further down the field. He's back up at the Piratella. Oh, that's the reason why. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear me.
Wow. That was a Code Brown moment as they all scattered.
Wow. Well, that was lucky. Well, that's the understatement of the day.
That's Rob Collard, and he's in the gravel. Did he get there with any assistance? Right down on the safety car. It will be in this time. Bear in mind, we're only a quarter of an hour or so away from that first round of pit stops, so we'll just get a pattern emerging after the restart when we need to think about the pits. And Raffaele Marciello is on his toes. He's almost on the toes of Charles Weerts because he's sort of urging him on, saying, come on, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, but watch the Aston Martin, the 95. Oh, he's gone. Christopher Mies has decided to go already, and that was even earlier than Mr. Charles Weerts. He didn't wait. He waited until he got the exit of
green flag.
Now, watch the fourth car in line. That is Nicky Team. He is going to do all he can to take an opportunity, make an opportunity as they go down into Tamburello. I fear the gap between the Mercedes and the Aston is maybe a little bit too big. But look, the Aston's moving one way. Raffaele Marcello in the Mercedes is not going to give him any opportunity whatsoever. But that was the thought that was in the head of Nicky Team.
Valentino Rossi arrives in the pit lane, ready to go. It's not often in GT World Challenge that you hear the crowd cheer for a driver when he arrives in the pit lane. Valentino gets that honour, and he's about to get into the car. So, of course, the car drops down the order, but as everybody else cycles through their pit stops, then he will, of course, gain back places. And as John makes the point, with a clear road ahead of him, he can really push now.
And what's that? Is that fuel? Well, that's a big fuel spillage on the. Whose pits are those?
It is WRT, isn't it? Number 31.
Well, that's a real leaker. Dear me, I've not seen that level of fuel, and that's coming out of the overflow pipe.
So, not the leader in, but the second place car peels. So, as John said, so does the fourth. There they both are. So that means that Mies now leads Marcello. Just need to see whether the gap comes down any between those two in the sectors, now that Raffaele's got clear road ahead of him. And the answer is yes, he does. He's 4/10 quicker in the first sector alone. Is the Santalop car that loses the lead. So the WRT entry goes through. The Mercedes stays ahead of the Aston.
Well, there's been a change for the lead, but third and fourth. Oh, and through he goes. Marcus Sorensen has gotten past.
That is 97, the Pro-Am Aston, the second car, if you like, in strife.
Theo Newey in the car, and that's a disappointment.
Now, that was the one that had a puncture this morning. But that looks really grim, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, that looks as if it's a major issue. We don't know whether it's mechanical, electrical, hydraulic. Oh, 27 spins coming out of Tosa.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full course yellow now.
Not only is he spun it, he stalled it, I think. Whatever the problem is, the two cars now at the same part of the racetrack are immobile, one off the track, one on the track.
Now they come then to the completion of what will be lap 57. Will go racing this time. It's our third interruption.
Safety car, lights off.
The instruction. Oh, drama in the background, a big hit.
Oh dear, BMW, that's 50. I think that's the... Wow.
It's the Bentley. It's Mathieu de Robiano, and that's not going to be the end of the safety car process at all.
That is a massive hit.
Safety car lights on. We remain in safety car procedure.
No kidding, Alan.
I'll tell you what, I think it's more than a safety. To clear the racetrack and the exit of Acqua Minerale, that's going to take some time. A, to remove the Bentley, but also the amount of bodywork that is right on the racetrack, on the racing line, offline, any part of the racetrack.
And that looks like Jordan Witt. Now, he's been hit, no question about it, and that was the car that had stopped on the track.
It is.
Couldn't get going. I just wonder whether it was an electrical type gremlin, and if the car suddenly lost power, lost drive, there was nowhere for the Bentley to go. The other Audi of Jean-Baptiste Simonard is in, but there's his car controller doesn't get a chance to come out.
No. It's too close to the Audi coming in, so he was, if you like, blindsided, watching the car directly ahead of him and just simply missed his pitch.
Vanthoor trying to get the tyres up to temperature. When does he go?
Now, he's going to go now. No, he's not. He's been patient. He's backing him up. Backing him up. Is he going to go now? He ought to be thinking about, yes, he's going now. He's off.
And a bit of a twitch as he applies the throttle, but here he comes then. So Dries Vanthoor leads. He's got 52 minutes to change on the clock. We come steaming up over the line. This, if it wasn't a sprint race before, sure is now, because with everybody then released, this is why you need your fastest driver in case of a late race safety car. It's flat out to the checkered flag from here on in.
And Matteo Caroli trying to move around the outside, a difficult pass on the Ferrari side by side. Yeah, it gets past. So Caroli did a good job coming into Tamburello, gains a position.
Does indeed. So Matteo Caroli ahead of James Collado goes 6th. The leader's getting away though, isn't he? Look, because Dries Vanthoor opens up the gap slightly on the way to the Villeneuve chicane. Spin there and some damage. 87 Mercedes stranded at the Ravazza.
I'm not sure that right front has not been damaged. It has. So the right front is damaged as well as bodywork on the racetrack. So again, we're going to have to see another interruption to this race with 50 minutes remaining. Is Vanthoor going to do the same thing that we saw 1 lap earlier or 2 laps earlier? Looks like he is. He's on it again. He started slightly earlier than he did previously. Van Guigno's, well, I don't know how much It's not bad. He's had a good start. I think he'd be happy with what he's done. In fact, as Lucas Stoll says, maybe one of the 3 lead cars that's dropped back and is under pressure from Matteo Drudi in the 4th place Audi.
Now here comes Niederhauser. So Thomas Neubauer has lost 1 place. He's about to lose a 2nd. Through on the inside goes
And
the Audi.
3.
And 3, yeah, because that's Marvin Kirchhofer. So yeah, you get put off your stride. It could be 4 in a moment. Here comes Farfus. Look at the BMW. Yeah, up the inside he goes. That is the lap from hell from Thomas Neubauer.
Shuffled down the pack.
Marvin Kirchhofer, impressive McLaren debut this. We've seen him in the R Motorsport Astons in the past. An effort. Oh, hello, big damage here. What's gone on? That is number 7. That's the McLaren that's being driven by Frederick Schandorf. It's got a penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and it's got bodywork falling off it. Now that car, remember, was hit by Casper Stevenson. It was certainly by one car down at Rivazza a long time ago. Checkered flag at the ready then, and it's going to be a win for Dries Vanthoor, Charles Weerts and Kelvin van der Linde in the opening round of the Fanatec GT World Challenge Europe, powered by AWS Endurance Cup. It's a win for Audi, and it is going to be 2nd for Mercedes as Jules Gounon storms across the line with Danny Junqueira and Raffaele Marchiello's help. It's Mercedes 3rd as well. We have the provisional result: Dries Vanthoor, Kelvin van der Linde and Charles Weerts, the winners from Raffaele Marchiello, Danny Junqueira and Jules Gounon, and then taking 3rd Mauro Engel, Stage Gotthorst and Lucas Stolz. 4th to Christopher Hauser, Mathieu Drudi and Luca Giotto, with Christian Klein, Vincent Abril and Dennis Linde coming home 5th from Klaus Bachler, Coram Ledegar and Matteo Cairoli in 6th. 7th for Miguel Molina with Nicholas Nielsen and James Collado. Antonio Fuoco's Ferrari comes home 8th. 9th going the way of the Santalok Audi that did lead early on. Patrick Niederhauser, Lucas Legre and Christopher Meese, and Marvin Kirchhofer, Rob Bell and Ollie Wilkinson round out the top 10. What about the different classes? Well, in the Silver Cup, Thomas Neubauer brings number 30 home, shared with Benji Goethe and Jean-Baptiste Simonin as the class winner. The Gold Cup, won by 9-11, Robert Renard, Alfred Renard, his brother, and Ralph Bowen, the drivers there, and Pro-Am Dominic Baumann, victorious along with Ian Loggy. A win at Imola for Dries Vanthoor, Kelvin van der Linde and Charles Weerts. The WRT Pro Cup drivers celebrate.
I think it's a pretty good day indeed. They'll be delighted with that performance.
A Silver Cup win for Thomas Neubauer, Jean-Baptiste Simonin and Benjamin Goethe. A Gold Cup win for Robert Renard, for Ralph Bowen and Alfred Renard.